What's going on, everyone? Alliance Orc here, and welcome back to another video. And in this video, I figured we'd go ahead and make us a zekvir guide on how to down zekvir. For those who do not know, zekvir is a kind of like a super boss, and if you kill him, you will obtain the toy Toxic Victory, which does just this, simple. And then you will also acquire this cape, which is what my transmog is kind of based on. Kind of weak, I know. And also he is based on the meta for the glory of the Delver, which is Nemesis. So we're going to go over a brief run through of zekvir's mechanics, and then I'm going to showcase the fight firsthand. So the entire purpose of the zekvir fight is, as Mr. Krabs says, he wants to beat you with his big meaty claws. Them big meaty paws. Because if you think about it, all of his mechanics revolve around putting you in a situation where you cannot get out of that frontal cone smash. Because his abilities include the giant purple AoE fear, enfeebling spit, which slows you, the smash itself, and spawning an ad that will stun you. Now, my advice for this, for Bran, when I did this with Bran, my Bran was level 35, and I was running the Unbreakable Iron Idol and the Amorphous Relic, both at rank 4. Because the Iron Idol will basically give you a brief moment where Zekvir's not wailing on your face. And then the Amorphous Relic will give you one of two buffs. Either you increase your size by 20%, your health by 20%, and your damage and healing by 12%, or you reduce your size by 20%, increase your movement speed by 20%, and your haste by 12%. Me personally, for this fight, I think you want miniature every time just because it gives you that extra speed to get out of the mechanics. But I feel like the Amorphous Relic is absolutely vital. Like I said, my Bran was level 35, and all of my relics were rank 4. Bran being a healer. But yeah, aside from that, like I said, most of his mechanics revolve around getting you in a situation to where you cannot get out of his frontal cone smash. So, for the initial fight itself, I am going to start off by charging Zekvir and then immediately spinning him from where he is. The reason I do this is because the very first thing he's going to do is his frontal cone smash. And with me and Bran being on polar opposites, it actually gives me a 50% chance to ignore the frontal smash because he can target Bran with that. And then afterwards he'll do enfeebling spit, which you want to interrupt, followed by his fear. Now, I'm just going to say this right now. It's either the third or fourth fear he does. If you cannot get out of that, you need to pop a very heavy defensive, because that is the one where he will do his frontal cone smash right after the fear. Now, as for how to handle the ads, the first ad, essentially, I'm going to be blade storming on top of, because of the fact of it gives good cleave damage to both Zekvir and the ad, but also because of the fact that I am running the Slayer hero trait, which basically gives a whole bunch of buffs to blade storm and is like inoperable without it. But aside from that, I'm going to be like saving all of my big bursty cooldown moments primarily for the ads to make sure that they die, because the ads are what's going to kill you more than anything else in this fight. And as for question mark difficulty, he apparently does have a heal. However, I have not unlocked question mark at the time of this video being made. Also, here's just a brief look. My gear has not changed since I have killed Zekvar. The only thing that has changed is I have upgraded my shoulders a little bit, just because I got tired of waiting to replace them. But aside from that, as you see, my enchants are dog. I'm running like rank 1 on all of my enchants, like the bare minimum. And then here are the abilities I'm currently running. But yeah, let's just hop right in and see what happens. Now I'm going to initially burst on the pool, just so that way I can get that damage. As you saw, he targeted Bran, which means I get to ignore that. Enfeebling Spittle, followed by the Roar. I'm just going to pop my Enrage just to ignore it. That's one of the benefits of being a warrior, is you can actually just kind of ignore it. Call Web Terror is the add. And luckily it is right here, but you want to make sure that you're not in that. We are just going to kind of ignore that because we're going to Bladestorm. And just ignore the fear altogether. And grab some brand potions. So that was the second fear. There's Claw Smash. Like I said, Claw Smash is the entire gimmick of this whole fight. We interrupt Spittle. There's the fear. Now it should be the next fear that happens right before the next Claw Smash. Pop in my cooldowns for the egg. There's Horrendous Fear, number 4. Okay, it's not number 4. I think it's coming up soon. Or it might have been number 4. I don't know. We interrupt the Spit. I'm saving Avatar for the egg, because I want that add dead immediately. There's Angler's Web. I don't know what that does. The Claw Smash, he always tries to no-scope you on that. But we're just going to pop our Avatar now. Burst this egg down really quick. I'm going to just Enrage to ignore that. I'm going to pop Impending Victory while I wait for the potions. Interrupt Spit. We're going to get out of this. There's the next add. It's actually going to be spawning over here. And if at any point I feel like I cannot get out of the AoE, I'm just going to switch to defensive stance to just eat a hit, because defensive stance does give me more armor. He targeted Bran, which is fantastic for me, and we now have the Devil Star. We interrupt Spit again. And at this point, as you see, Zekvir is nearing his imminent demise. The Horrendous Roar. I'm just gonna... You see, that was one of the smashes where he would have slammed you while you were feared. There's the next add. I'm actually gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. Where's the Claw Smash? Okay, Horrendous Roar will take it. I just gotta... I have to go... Oh, nice, he targeted Bran. See, I got really lucky with him targeting Bran for a lot of these. I got very, very lucky with that. I'm just gonna pop my cooldowns because he's almost dead at this point. Now at this point, you know, we gotta kind of... Oh, I did not get the interrupt on that, which is an oopsie on my part. But we're gonna go over to the Egg Cocoon. Just mess it up real good. And at this point, I gotta kind of ask myself the question, do I want to kill the next ad? Can I kill him before that ad hatches, is the question. Alright, so we're going to get out of the fear. Honestly, I'm just going to ignore the ad. We're going to pop Recklessness. We're just going to ignore the ad. We have Bladestorm. It's not that big of a deal. And Zekvir is down. Like I said, it's all a matter of not getting hit by the big meaty claws. Also, I want to know, because I'm contemplating it. I made a post on my community tab. Would you guys like to see me start making raid boss guides? I'm probably going to do it anyways, but I just want to hear your guys' input, because it's something I'd like to do if you guys are down for it. But with that being said, if you did enjoy this video, do consider subscribing. It means the world to me. Even if you don't like my content, subscribing still helps me out. And with that, I will see you guys for the next video.